Hello everyone, yugioh here, and today I want to give a quick update on the Tearlament list. So I played in the locals the other day, as well as the case tournament tonight. I ended up making top 4. We split just for cases, nothing too big. Most common match I played against was Unchained, Exo Sister, as well as a few other things. Just some decks that you'd expect at like a regional level, stuff like that. And I have made some changes since the last profile. I like them a lot, but there's still a few things that I would still change moving forward. I have a case tournament on Sunday that I'm going to as well, and we'll update you guys again after that. Without further ado, just go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the main deck, still on Triple Fenrir. I'm still not playing the planet. I still think Triple Fenrir is correct. Why would you play the planet and one Fenrir when you could just not lose to Droll? Wraith South is not that good of a card. It's not doing anything that just drawing Fenrir isn't. Still 3 tier cash. This is still the best card in the deck. It still sucks you can't fuse with it. Still gonna max it out. Bumped it up to triple Rhino Heart. Just wasn't comfortable with 2. A lot of the times the third one came up a lot. So just gonna bump it up to 3. Obviously the one of names. Never play less than these. The list is 41 with 2 Diviner. We had it down to 40 with 1 Diviner, and I just didn't feel comfortable with only having 4 normal summons. So I ended up playing a second Diviner, and it's at 41, as well as like Cross Sheep. Just having access to this is really nice. I don't think I'm going to keep playing 2. Or if I do, I don't want the list to be at 41, because I noticed that my mills were a bit worse. That might just be because the tournament was a little longer, but I still want to work on it and keep it at 40. So if you guys see something you think I should cut, you just want to drop it down below and explain why, I'd love to hear from you. Still maxing out on these cards. These are just the best cards in the deck. These 2 overperformed against almost every matchup. Really good against Unchained. Still playing 3 King of the Swamp. I am playing a few more rank 4s since I did cut a lot of Third stuff, but I still think that Poly and the Guardian Chimera is just really good. So I'm still not playing Beast King. The 2 Corshadal names, both just really good. That's it for the monsters. Still on 3 planet. I've like debated cutting this to 2 for a while. I set it out the third one a few times. Triple Scream. I feel like playing 3 Scream makes me not want to cut it to 2 because this card is just so good. But thinking about it, this might be the cut to make it 40. I'm not too sure. I still want to do a bit of testing with it. 1 Grief. This card does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's the ideal card that it's a good mill. With tier cash, you're always trying to banish a trap, so this is the ideal mill. When you draw it, it always is. It's just Foolish Burial. It's really good. Speaking of, I'm still playing Foolish. And of course, you have the Poly. Still on 3 Eclipse and 3 Super Poly for non-engine. 2 Celiac and then a Meta Noise. Shoutouts to Eddie, who got me on Meta Noise again. I like this card a lot. Being able to add back tier caches is really nice, so that you're keeping like good mills in deck on your opponent's turn is really good. And that's it for the main deck. It's 41 cards. Debating on what to cut to make it 40, but that's where it's at right now. Extra deck we have the Rokalos, obviously, the Kaleido Heart, and the Grapha for kind of just the fusions that you can make with King of the Swamp. Obviously, you have to play these 3. I'm still on the Winda. No other Shadal cards. This card's really good. It just makes people do weird things to out it, which can put you in a really good spot if you're kind of down. Still, obviously, the Guardian Chimera. I got my German one back, which makes me happy. Baron. We're playing Diviner. Might as well. Another thing is, 1 Diviner makes playing Baron really awkward, because it's a bit harder to get to it. Playing a lot more rank 4s. Dweller, Redoer, Baguska. Made all 3 of these really good. The only time I made a Baguska was to go into a Zeus line, but I still think this card is really good and still worth playing. Zeus. And then the 2 Xyz monsters. So for the extra deck, moving on to the side deck, that has also changed a little bit. 3 Nib, 3 Gamma Seal. Don't think those have changed, but I'm on 3 talents. I really like this card. I wanted to put Zeus in the H deck, and I wanted to have a card that made it a bit more accessible. So I decided to play Talents. Really good card overall. Still on the Bestials. These didn't come in at all. I maybe bring these in against Unchained. I'm not too sure. And then for the one-ofs, Heartbeat and Crime. Crime's really good. Heartbeat is iffy, because it's theoretically the same theory as Grief in the main deck, where this is a good mill and a good draw in the matchups, but I didn't have it come up when I set it in, but it is just a one-of. And then my favorite level 2 extender. I don't know what else to say. I don't like going into tournaments without a game plan for when you're going into game 3 with less than 10 minutes left. But at the same time, there's the argument that if you just play better, this card will never come up. It didn't come up today, but I know that when I have it, I won't need it, and when I need it, I won't have it. That's it for the profile. Comment what you guys think down below. If you think there's any changes, or if you made it this far into the video, comment down below Tearlament best deck. Or comment what you think is the best deck. Just get my engagement up. Other than that, not much else to say. Hopefully I can get this Rokalos in for the thumbnail. And other than that, have a great one. Goodbye.